You can pay to make civil lawsuits go away. You can't pay to make a federal investigation go away. So I think this feels like the tip of the iceberg. This feels like we're about to get into some real stuff that has been buried a long time, that has been alluded to in terms of sexual behavior at his properties. I think last time we talked about this, we played the clip of Usher being asked about it on Howard Stern all those years back. Usher, underage at the time, says he was underage.
Very
when he
underage,
lost his
13 years old.
Virginity.
I have learned from sources that investigators have found several weapons inside his homes. Several. They also have found videos. It's been reported that Diddy has collected images of people in compromising situations at his residences. TMZ now obtained this video inside his home in Los Angeles after the raid by federal agents. It's reported that Diddy is the target of a sex trafficking investigation that comes after he was hit with a wave of civil lawsuits alleging sexual assault and trafficking. I've also learned exclusively that Diddy is in Miami. Authorities know exactly where he is.
The entertainment world is reeling from the latest bombshell as the FBI unveils new evidence against the music mogul, already embroiled in a series of legal battles, now faces even greater accusations that could shake Hollywood to its core.
We are witnessing the downfall of Hollywood, a literal purge. If you don't know, Usher just deleted all of his tweets. I mean, this is just in case if any of it's incriminating when he has to go to court. And Cat Williams has been saying this for years. He literally called out the year. He said the year 2024 is going to be the year that this all comes out. And you know Cat Williams is just eating all of this up. Diddy definitely plans on bringing everyone down with him. It started with R. Kelly and Epstein, and it goes all the way to Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, poor Justin Bieber, and many, many others. And I just want to share with you one of my favorite Diddy quotes.
I'll do whatever the I want to do, whenever, however the I want to do it. You know why? Because I'm the freest in the world.
Things are about to get really interesting because it's not just people in the music industry that goes to Diddy's parties. It's Hollywood executives, actors. I feel like everyone was trying to get into these weird parties. So over the next few months, we are about to witness.
Federal agents have reportedly uncovered substantial evidence linking Diddy to a sprawling criminal enterprise involving racketeering, trafficking, and other serious offenses as the investigation deepens. The implications for the entertainment industry are profound, with many insiders fearing a cascade of revelations that could forever alter the landscape of Hollywood.
You would get a call because they're going to want to know everything you want to know and may even want you to be a witness. I just think, we're just starting to scratch the surface of what this case, this case is going to touch and involve. And the feds have said that this remains an open investigation. There could be more charges for Diddy. There could be more charges for other people involved. And usually the way this works is once they find out other people are involved or were witnesses, they bring them in and they sort of lean on them, and it's sort of like, you're going to cooperate with us, or there's a possibility that you could face charges. So this is going to be a slow developing.
The allegations against Diddy are not just a personal blow, but a potential catalyst for a broader reckoning within Hollywood. Insiders are speculating about the possible fallout, with some predicting a wave of similar revelations involving other high-profile figures.
Sometimes lasted days and were often recorded. Federal prosecutors say various recordings were seized during the raids on Diddy's home in Los Angeles, homes, not one home, homes, as in plural, in Los Angeles and Miami earlier this year.
Now of these new accusations of sexual misconduct, I think one of them does concern a woman who was underage at the time. So we're getting into some bad territory.
Right. Now, Diddy seems to have retained Mark Garriga.
This could lead to a significant overhaul of industry practices and a renewed focus on transparency and accountability. The public's trust in Hollywood has already been shaken by previous scandals, and this latest development could be the tipping point that forces lasting change.
We're probably worried about which Diddy parties they were at and what was going on. That's not to say that they were necessarily even involved in any of the things that are alleged by the U.S. Attorney's Office. But if you're at that party and it turns out that that's when he set up one of these freak-off sex parties, or that it was going on in another room and you didn't know about it, there's a good chance that you're going to be called by the U.S. Attorney's Office and certainly if you were involved.
The allegations against Diddy include claims that his infamous parties involved heavy substance use. Reports suggest that these parties featured a variety of questionable substances, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which were allegedly distributed to keep participants compliant.
The government also alleges participants of the quote-unquote freak-offs were often given controlled substances like ketamine and ecstasy to keep victims, quote, obedient and compliant, end quote. Combs will appear in federal court today where he's expected to plead not guilty. Federal prosecutors laid out the case against Diddy during a press conference earlier today in New York City.
These events, often lasting several days, were marked by their hedonistic nature and the presence of both male and female commercial adultery workers.
Get weird. All right, look, Trey, on top of that.
Hey, yo, we need to pass some Ciroc out over there. I see y'all over there. DJ Clue, we want to thank you for being one of our first supporters, man.
What's going on? It's official. We're here. Dirty Money album release party, last train to Paris. It's crazy. I decided to switch scenes. It got too hectic down there. I'm up here in the hot tub, doing it official. You know what I'm saying? My Trey's up here. The Fab's up here. You know, when you have a scene like this, you got to bring bosses with you. As you see, it's female friendly. We got a ladies and female. She's butt ball. That's what I call it, raw dog. I'm not jumping the tongue myself. You know, once everybody gets out, you know, just me and the lady. This is my scene. I'm used to this type of thing. You know, doing what I do best. Oh! Did the camera catch that? Got the camera! Got the camera! We had technical difficulties last time, but I'm gonna tell you something. When you with troopers, we act as troopers and we fix situations. We're up here, everybody's safe. You know, no, this was here. We had Trigger Trey on the scene. Honestly, second degree black belt in first aid. Right now, also my man Terrence, BT 106 Park, he's in the building. Shouts out to Terrence for a very small waistline on his pants. Listen, we're really right now. Listen, what we're doing is unbelievable. No, listen. What we're doing is unbelievable.
Jaguar Wright, a singer and former collaborator of Diddy, has been vocal about the alleged drug use at his parties. She claimed that these events were notorious for their rampant substance being commonly available spare, as one where guests were encouraged to indulge in these substances, often leading to chaotic and DDoS situations.
Young Miami has been accused of transporting pink cocaine to Diddy in new court documents. Plaintiff and the Combs RICO enterprise were rehearsing for something in the Westival in Virginia. The court filing reads, Plaintiff Jones personally witnessed Mr. Combs do a few lines of coke in his dressing room. Defendant Sean Combs wanted Tussie, but Brendan forgot it. So defendant Christina Coram called Young Miami, who then brought it on the private jet from Miami. Young Miami, Jade, and Daphne Joy were paid a monthly fee to work as Mr. Combs' sex workers and receive payment via wire transfer. I mean, the nigga's so gay he can't even do regular coke. It gotta be pink. I bet y'all gonna ignore the part where it says Young Miami was hired as his sex worker. I see why JT got the fuck on. I mean, after all, Young Miami did say I'll hold a brick for you, daddy. So is this a drug case or a sex case? This all makes sense why JT don't fuck with her. These stories getting more and more outrageous.
There have been speculations circulating about alleged hidden cameras at parties hosted by Diddy. These claims suggest that Hollywood celebrities might be in danger of having their private moments recorded without consent.
Perhaps most crucial, though, in the lawsuits is that, unbeknownst to Lucien, Diddy also has a ton of hidden cameras all throughout his house, including in his bedroom, which would perhaps suggest that the blackmail runs both ways. Maybe he also has blackmail on Lucien Grange. Again, I don't know. I'm just telling you what's in this lawsuit and what we can derive from it if these allegations are true. And again, the fact that there are so many photos in this document at least proves that he does have evidence of some sort.
Gene Deal has also confirmed the alleged behind-the-scenes details of the celebrity lifestyle, including claims about hidden camera and other shocking behavior at these events.
Diddy, he got a whole lot of hidden cameras around his house, and he feels like Diddy is using all that footage for blackmail.
Probably so. I could believe that.
I could believe that. I believe it's a lot of rappers, a lot of music people, a lot of executives that could not say no. Cat Williams said, you just gotta say no to Diddy. And it's a lot of people that couldn't say no. And they probably on tape because they couldn't say no.
So you think it's possible that Diddy, he got footage of rappers in the stash, just in case he got to use it for blackmail?
It's a possibility. It's not far-fetched. If he was taping Cassie and he was having Cassie taped and everything like that, why wouldn't he do nobody else? She's the only one.
Deal has been a critical voice, often addressing what he describes as questionable practices in the entertainment industry, including potential threats to privacy and safety.
People might not understand. It's difficult when you see a brother that has so much promise become an icon as far as in the music business and stuff that he did, to turn around and just tear his whole life down. But it's all because of his mentors and the people that trained him and taught him the music business. You know, it's all about the people who trained and taught him the music business, because Puff wasn't, he wasn't born a monster. You know what I'm saying? He was made into a monster, brother. Do you understand what I'm saying? He was made into a monster.
Ice Cube recently commented on the legal troubles facing Diddy, suggesting that Diddy is being deliberately targeted by powerful figures in the industry.
You think he's being targeted, so you don't think, Shook said, you can say what you want about Diddy, but Diddy didn't learn to like young boys. He learned it from a man named Clive Davis. He threw Clive Davis in there. It doesn't sound like you're part of that camp. You're part of the camp that you think he's being targeted.
You know, I don't know enough to even be able to be specific on any of this stuff. It's just all speculation. I just know he was cool up until a point, and then this stuff started happening. So I believe somebody, you know, like I said, yo, he's our new guy. We on this year or whatever.
He expressed doubts about the timing and sequence of events, calling the industry the Wild West and implying that someone with influence may be orchestrating a domino effect to take Diddy down.
Surprised. How could you be surprised with anything that happens in hip hop? You know, hip hop is the Wild West. So you're gonna have the good, you're gonna have the bad, you're gonna have the ugly.
You think he's being targeted, or some of the stuff he's got, there's credibility on what they're coming after him with the tapes and the feds and raiding his Miami home, his LA home?
I believe he's being targeted.
You believe he's being targeted?
Yeah. I believe, somebody, has the power to pull the trigger to make, this stuff, this domino effect happen. Yo, what's cracking? You know what it is? It's your homeboy Ice Cube. And some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of their fucking club. That pisses them off. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what, who? Come on, man, stop playing.
There has been widespread speculation about Beyonce and Jay-Z in connection with Diddy's recent legal troubles. While their names have not been directly mentioned in court filings or official reports, rumors are swirling about their possible involvement, largely driven by their sudden absence from public appearances following Diddy's arrest in September 2024.
Beyonce is allegedly running and hiding with the kids after Diddy's lawsuits continue to mount and her time is limited, because many people are saying that her husband Jay-Z is next. So Queen Bey gave Jay the impression she was going to be there for him through thick and thin after surviving multiple affairs. But she had to call it quits as Jay is allegedly facing prison time after his alleged involvement with his best friend Diddy in trafficking. Bey is allegedly separating her assets with Jay to protect her brand after allegedly secretly filing for divorce from him back in June. Bey and Jay knew about Diddy's wrongdoings, so they could be considered accessories to the crime, and some are saying they might be a little more involved with the Colombian dancing powder than we originally thought. Bey specifically might be investigated after it was speculated across the internet that she may have allegedly deleted her competition and may have allegedly had Jay's mistress Kathy White murked. This is why Bey is releasing albums and going on concert, because she's trying to stack that paper before the charges ring.
Concerns about Diddy possibly facing a fate similar to Jeffrey Epstein stem from the serious allegations and legal challenges he is currently facing, which involve multiple misconduct lawsuits and a federal investigation related to trafficking. These are reminiscent of the accusations leveled against Epstein before his death in 2019.
He's in a world of trouble. And I hate to bring up his name, but it is apropos in this particular situation. Remember what Suge Knight said? Y'all remember that? When Suge Knight said he was in a world of trouble? Because Suge Knight said, listen, he knows a lot. And so you're looking at a potential situation where it could arguably mirror that of Jeffrey Epstein. Remember him? August 10th, 2019. Prison guards found, I'm reading right from online. Guards found American financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein unresponsive in his jail cell at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York City, where he was awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges. Tried to perform CPR, couldn't resuscitate him, pronounced dead at a downtown hospital at 6:39 a.m. What it went on to say in the reports that there were violations because normal jail procedures on the night of Epstein's death wasn't followed. It talked about a malfunction of 2 cameras in front of his cell. And you got people still to this very day with their conspiracy theories being thrown out there that it wasn't suicide, but ultimately intentional harm was brought to him because he knew too much about too many people. That's what Suge Knight alluded to when he was talking about P. Diddy. And as we sit here today, who the hell can deny that potential reality? Do we know? No. We don't know.
Do you think the silence from many celebrities is a strategic move, or could there be more behind the scenes? Share your questions or speculations in the comments.